We're all going to the bucket of death, and there are consequences now. We all did the draft earlier this week. I got lucky because I was drafting early on something, and a punishment that would have been something that would have enraged my wife, which is somebody stays over at Dan's house.
I was going to choose it.
We would have had fun.
I was so close.
Yeah,
Again,
we would have been drinking.
You guys would have had fun. Yes, that's nice. Again, enraged wife wouldn't have wanted any of you staying in our home.
Don't project onto her.
You know what I think this is? This is Dan being enraged, and he's trying to use Valerie as a meat shield right now.
Yeah, yes, you are.
You think she'd want you staying in the guest room?
Absolutely. I'm a
fun guest.
Yeah, I'm a delightful house guest. No ego, though.
I'll bring a couple games over.
Regardless, I was able to spend a night at my house gaming the system. Stugotz had his eye on Make Stugotz's Drive before a show one day, but somebody got to it before
It was Chris Cote. I'm so upset with him. I can't believe he chose that.
I live right near you.
Well, not that close.
It's like hop on 75. It's like 10 miles up the road.
Chris, you're going to go 30 minutes north just to go 2.5 hours south.
There wasn't that. I'll just leave like 40 minutes early one morning.
But Stugotz would get to leave 0 minutes early. He could leave at his regular time.
I just was looking at the list, and I don't want to dress up like a, I like what I like.
No, but Dan is now sleeping over his own house. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything.
Well, Dan should have gone for the bit and not did that.
I do think for the future, there needs to be a new rule. You can't select any punishment that is your life already. Right? So Jessica wanted the gluten-free one.
Well, Dan got it. Dan got the glutermo.
Yeah, Dan actually did all the cheating.
He didn't lose anything.
Yeah, you're not doing punishment.
I'm willing to switch with Dan. I'll sleep at his house and he drives to Parkland.
You guys go ahead and say I don't have to do anything the day I am dressed like a minion or the day that I'm dressed like whatever else it is that was selected.
You're dressed like one of Ben Stiller's minions from Globo Gym in the movie Dodgeball.
You're kind of into that though, admit it.
I have a question for you. If one of us had to sleep over your house, who would Valerie be most comfortable with one of us sleeping there?
It's got to be me. No ego, though.
I would think me.
I'd be fun.
Yeah. I would think Whittingham, actually.
No. Yes.
Witty would be like,
clean the house.
With the murderer thing.
Witty would make the bed. And
I just got out of the kitchen with Bob the engineer, who was cleaning up after you guys yet again.
Bob, that's an upset. You choose Bob.
This guy's cheese, man.
I'm not choosing
fix
Bob.
anything, Bob.
But Whittingham being clean is something that is welcome because you guys are a pack of Wolverines. And Bob, the engineer, every day is cleaning up because he was just in there. He was looking into the fridge and he was clearly talking to himself. And I'm like, Bob, how is that conversation with yourself? And he's like, they always leave the chips open and they go stale.
Sounds like my wife.
Oh, no.
Go to Bob.
If you select something good from this bucket, and there's very little good in the bucket, Greg Cote has the swap helmet, so you can only be so happy. Before we get to the bucket of death, a couple of things that we want to tell you about. First, today is Give Miami Day, and there are a lot of people doing a lot of good things locally, charitably, and if you go to givemiamiday.org, you can help in a very easy way if you have some extra money. GiveMiamiDay.org. It's all of the charitable efforts going on in Miami, or many of them, I should say, and it's an easy way to help people. GiveMiamiDay.org. Also, our World Cup coverage is about to start, whether you want it or not, whether you want to be the Americanized, I only care about Sunday football and not the world's football, and Meadowlark Media and us are doing a variety of things to cover the World Cup. Whittingham, where can people get stuff that we're doing?
All kinds of platforms, Dan. So on Sunday is the World Cup opener. Actually, the two kinds of football do not overlap. 11 a.m. kickoff on the opener between Qatar and the Ecuadorian national team. That's an 11 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. And then starting on Monday, the USA begin the World Cup campaign against Wales. Mike Ryan and myself are going to be covering that live on YouTube after the game concludes. It'll be around 4 p.m. Eastern. So actually, we'll be doing a post-game show throughout a lot of this World Cup. It'll actually replace the postgame show here on the podcast. We're calling it Meadowlark Media's morally abhorrent World Cup coverage. And so we're going to be doing that. We have a slew of other podcasts as well. Football with Grant Wall, with myself and Grant Wall, will be continuing throughout the World Cup. The Cooligans are already part of the LeBatard and Friends Network. We'll be doing a ton of coverage on their podcast. We have a couple new podcasts as well. One with the recently retired Ashlyn Harris of the U.S. Women's National Team, along with her partner, Ali Krieger. They'll be doing a great show together. Brendan Hunt, who plays Coach Beard in Ted Lasso, will be doing a podcast alongside Rebecca Lowe that we are co-producing along with our friends at Apple. So
we're big time.
Tons of coverage for the World Cup. Check it out wherever you get podcasts and on the YouTube page, LeBatard and Friends.
That's a lot of pods for soccer, but I am told that Wales is sneaky good. Am I right?
They've got a good chemistry about them. They're a team that has not made the World Cup in 58 years, and I'm
good chemistry about them.
No, they do.
Now they're sneaky good. I'm telling you,
they're
Wales.
like a club team as a national team. They've been together. It's the same group that has made history.
Yep.
They didn't make a major tournament from 1958 to 2016. They qualified for the Euros. They qualified for the Euros again. This is their first World Cup again since 1958. Could pose the U.S. a real problem.
When the goalkeeper has a shutout, do we say he saves the whales?
Oh, come on.
You knew it as it was coming out of your mouth. You knew it.
Chris Cote and I are doing a podcast called Whales.
Hey-oh.
Where's the Grim Reaper?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. I could go for a KFC bucket
Favoritism.
right now, by the way.
It is sponsored by KFC. Tony's going to be the first one headed to the bucket here. He can throw back everything after the first draw except the black bucket of death, or the black helmet of death.
We should put one chicken leg in that bucket every time.
Oh, man.
What'd you get,
gosh.
Tony?
He's got his Jags.
Die.
He's got his beloved Jags that he thinks are good.
No, they're
and
bye.
Jags
They
are on a
got
bye.
Wow.
Congratulations,
Look
Tony.
at them coming through again.
They did it again.
What do you
Another
mean?
swap helmet.
They've only come through 3 times this season.
4.
All right, let's see here. A little rummage.
Yeah, Grice got the swap, right?
No face mask on this. 15 yards. Cardinals.
They are a 8-point dog at
I'm gonna
home
put
against the
that one back.
49ers.
Gonna put it back. I'm gonna go for a face mask this time. All right, field face mask. All right. Bengals. I guess I'm keeping it.
They're a 4-point
All right.
favorite at the Steelers.
Pick for Billy.
All right,
Not
pick it
bad.
for Billy. Billy's. We gotta watch Billy. Mr. Commissioner's lost a suspicious few amount of times.
Yeah, he didn't have any picks in the Grid of Death punishments draft yesterday.
Just know. I'm
Real
on to you.
chicanery.
I'm on to you. What is this? Oh my God, the fine bucket plus death.
So he immediately
How much is in there?
dies.
He profits.
He immediately
I mean, there's
dies.
like $13 in there.
That's not enough.
No, it's more than $13. It's about $50. Let's move on. Tony's counting it.
So he's keeping it?
What
Right.
if
No,
Billy
it's not
doesn't want
It's
that?
instant death. It's instant death.
If I keep it.
Yeah, no, it's
If he
instant
keeps
death.
it.
You don't get the. There's not a.
There's a $16 in it.
You know, that's not a choice, right? It's instant death. As soon as you pull it, you have
No,
to.
there's a choice.
No, there's always a choice.
No, there's not always a choice. What are you talking about?
One helmet. That's not the helmet.
Who are you making? Like,
I know, but I'm pretty sure he's right, though. I'm pretty sure
no,
it's
this
an,
is. I mean, we can
Sorry
check
for
with the
being
guy.
right.
We could check with Billy, but
Billy's going to want to know how much money's inside, and then
I'm
he's
pretty
going to
sure
rule
it's
on
only
it.
the black helmet of death that has that
Yes,
rule.
it is.
Chris, go ahead and put it back.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I mean, Dan
correct.
said that on the front. You said it on the front
Yeah,
end.
but I forgot about the fine bucket.
Oh.
I don't think that's
We'll have
correct.
to clarify the rule.
Ravens.
I like we have to clarify the
The
rules.
Ravens are a giant favorite against
We'll
the
see.
Panthers at
If
home.
Billy rules, then I'll keep
I
that
like,
helmet.
I like we have to clarify the rules. Like there's some library somewhere that has
We got to go to the bylaws.
and I love that Billy, who this is for, is going to get to decide whether he gets to keep that helmet or not.
Don't tell him the second
All
helmet.
right, my first
okay?
poll is the 49ers.
They're an 8-point favorite at home against the Cardinals.
All right,
on the
I'll keep
road.
that.
On the road against the Cardinals.
I'll keep that, and I'll pick for Mike as well.
When you talk to Billy, Chris, do not tell him who pulled the helmet or who
Right.
it's for.
The Tampa Bay Bucks is the first pick. They are on a bye, so I will keep them for Mike.
Okay.
All right, it's my turn.
So Cody's going to be able to choose and steal
He has
from
2 buys
one of
right
the
now.
buy helmets.
The Dallas Cowboys
Or the
playing the Vikings.
The Cowboys are on the road at Minnesota. They're a 1.5
back
point
right.
favorite.
Big
Road
game.
favorites at Minnesota, 8-1.
is the game 1
It's too
o'clock?
small.
No, 4:30.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Ari went back in.
And he grabbed the Vikings.
Grab the Vikings. There it is.
Ah, damn, Roy.
Oh, Roy
Have
is
some faith, Roy.
despondent.
Who's picking for Schmetty here?
That is something when
Roy
Roy is
is
in a
gonna pick for Jess.
position where he's taken a team that's 8-1 and he doesn't want the helmet at home.
I mean, Kirk Cousins. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Keep it.
At Chargers.
The Chiefs are at the Chargers. They're a 6-point favorite.
All right, I'm keeping that for Jeff.
See, Roy, you got to do the heady play, which is you keep that for yourself and you give Jessica the Vikings one.
I already declared it.
He
though.
did
Yeah,
already
once you declare, you can't
I'm with you,
undeclare.
Amin.
And he's not quite
Yeah.
as shifty as you are.
Oh, a good rummage. Rummaging.
Oh, that bucket.
You can see some of the helmets, can't you, Amin?
The bucket has some stuff on the side. It says mac and cheese. It says tenders. It says fries. I'm so hungry.
All right, I got a helmet. Oh my God, it doesn't have a face mask. Carolina Panthers.
13-point dog on
Bye.
the road.
See ya.
They're the worst pick you could have picked in there that wasn't death.
Okay. Let me find a face mask. I found one. Wizard of Oz.
Lions, Tigers, Bears. Oh my!
I got a ruling from Billy. I wrote to him, if someone pulls the fine bucket plus death helmet, can they put it back if the money is only $16? He wrote, yeah.
No.
What do you mean? I didn't give
shouldn't
any
have put that-
context.
You shouldn't have put that qualifier of the $16.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've gotten that before, and I was like, how much money's in there? Like, you guys are wrong.
Your
That's
wording
always been
is-
an option, I'm telling you.
Stugotz, that's a bye for you. The Jags are on a bye, so they count as a tiger.
No,
do
they
they
don't.
not? They count as a big
No,
cat.
it's a
Jaguar does.
A jaguar is not a tiger. What are you guys doing? What are we doing?
I
here?
had the
Wait,
the
but
Bengals.
Tony has the Jags.
I know, but I had the Bengals last week, and they're a
Yeah.
big cat, and I took them on a bye.
The Bengals are tigers. It's a Bengal tiger, not a
right.
jaguar tiger.
Well, I have the
Okay.
Dolphins then. I mean,
Like saying a cheetah is a tiger. Get out of here.
I got the Packers.
Wizard of Oz.
The internet says Jaguars are closely related to Tigers.
They're good.
All right, I'm good.
He has picked the Packers. The Packers
Tonight.
are tonight's game. You're just going to throw it back?
I don't trust them.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know why Obama made an appearance there.
Weird.
You're throwing back the Packers at
weird
home
one.
At home, no, I don't trust them.
and don't care who they're playing.
I don't trust them.
I got it.
They're
I
playing the
got it.
Titans.
What is this?
That's a golden
One of
helmet
the
of life.
throwback of
What
life.
a throwback.
Congratulations.
Tell Dan to eat it.
I won't.
helmet.
He'll do that.
The golden helmet of life.
This helmet has been through some shit.
I
Look
know,
at it,
right?
man.
It's beaten up, isn't it? I got the Bears. The Bears are at the Falcons. 3.5-point
Justin
dog.
Fields, Dano.
Fields is playing so well.
He's red hot.
That is a classic no one knows what's going to happen game.
He's throwing it back. Wow. You would've kept
Tony's
his own?
disappointed in
Yeah.
me.
Bears
He
on a
would've-
streak.
I got the Commanders.
On fire, the Commanders. The Green Lizard.
I don't want this.
Road favorites
Yes,
at the
you do.
Texans.
Okay, at the
That's an
Texans.
upgrade, yeah.
I mean, how confident can I possibly be in that?
Taylor Heineke, the lowest graded quarterback by Pro Football Focus.
Winner, Dan. That's all you got to worry about.
Bears, then Commanders. Woof.
Yeah, that's been my whole season.
And now you get to sleep at your own house.